Translation? Whatever. And welcome back to the Retro Review. I'm your host, Kevin. Joining me as always is Mikey the Freak. And Steve. Today we're going to be reviewing the movie Mars Attacks. But before we get into the movie, let's check out the trailer, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Let's try.
What is that?
What is it?
Best opening scene ever.
This is a momentous occasion. It is profoundly moving to know there is intelligent life out there. Alien life. And our world will never feel quite the same
Steve
again.
go.
I don't know.
Once you leave,
Martians, please come to Earth, please.
once you rise above fear,
Annihilate! Kill!
Cow!
too rash, then you'll be invited
Should have listened to him the first time.
Are you interested in the White House?
to meet
He likes
the
prostitutes.
Hey, I hear him. I don't see him.
Hear him, I don't see him.
Within a millennium.
more powerful than the might of America.
I so forgot Jack Black was in this movie.
Yeah.
TV.
more advanced than the brains of Britain.
Ladies and gentlemen, this could be a cultural misunderstanding.
Could be.
But be prepared for a few changes to what we know and
So
love.
weird.
Tom Jones, right? It ain't unusual.
As we must learn to dance
Girls, get out!
Oh,
to a new tune. Jack Nicholson. Whoa.
whoa.
Can't we all just get along? Glenn Close.
He plays a good Joker.
Pierce Brosnan.
What, in your view, are some of the things that the Martians can teach us, Professor?
Quite a lot about Mars, I expect, Natalie.
That means
Danny DeVito.
you want to conquer the world, you're gonna need lawyers, right?
And Annette Bening.
I think they've come to save us.
From director Tim Burton.
I love they smoke.
Yeah.
No, it's helium for them.
Yeah.
Mars Attacks. Not anymore. We're going to take charge of this thing.
All right. Steve.
So guys, I just have to say, my wife just texted me from the other room and said, "Are you having a stroke?"
That's funny. That's funny. Steve, why don't you tell us some more about this movie, please?
Oh man, Mars Attacks. Oh, such a fun one. Once again, completely forgot that this movie. I have the soundtrack up. It came out in 1999, I want to say. Here, hold on.
96.
See,
96.
96. See, now I'm all potatoes.
It came out the
I'm all
same year
sixes and
Independence Day
sevens.
came out. Yeah.
Okay, so whatever. It came out, 96. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's Mars attacking Earth. It is a movie that is just star-studded. I was actually trying to pull up the cast and all that when you put it on me. 96, great film. Tim Burton, star-studded. So many stars that they showed in the trailer. I don't think they really left anybody out except maybe Jim Brown and Pam Grier.
Ray J.
Ray J.
Yeah, Ray J's in it.
Who's Ray J?
He's one of the kids, Pam Grier's kids.
You can see yourself out. You can see yourself out.
Hey,
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Bearded Nerd. My name is Bearded Nerd. I'm gonna be the new host of the show. No, get out of here, Ray J. No, it's a movie that Mars attacks. Natalie Portman. There's someone else they didn't show in the trailer. Natalie Portman. The grandma who's the lady from Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid, like this movie is just so full of people.
It is. It's full of people.
Mikey,
Yeah.
Mikey, why don't you tell us what you thought about it?
I still think the movie is absolutely terrible. For a Tim Burton movie, it was a creative movie. I think he was going for satire, funny, ironic. The fact that he got so many A-list celebrities, and that some of them might have been B-list at the time, mid '90s, but a lot of A-list celebrities.
Some of them might not have been known.
Yeah, exactly. I think they lost a bet at a card table, and they said, you know what, you lost this bet, you're gonna be in my next movie. So he just made some shit up. But it is a cute movie. There are some funny parts in it. It's weird. It's off the wall. It's one of those movies you're watching, you just have to like puzzle yourself, and you're like question, like, why does the dog have Sarah Jessica Parker's head? You're like, when does that happen in the movie?
Or why does a dog have Sarah Jessica Parker's body?
Exactly. Yeah. So
I mean,
and it's
all that,
experimental.
and all that and much more on the next episode of Soap.
But
So
yeah,
real quick,
yeah,
I'm gonna interrupt you really fast because I pulled the page up that now doesn't want to load. So Kevin, Bearded Geek, sorry. Oh, here we go. Jack Nicholson, Pierce Brosnan, Sarah Jessica Parker, Annette Bening, Glenn Close, Danny DeVito, Martin Short, Michael J. Fox, Rod Steiger, Tom Jones, Lucas Haas, Natalie Portman, Jim Brown, Lisa Marie, Pam Grier, Jack Black, Christina Applegate, just to name a few. That's the cast, and then some.
Yes.
Sorry, Bearded Geek, please.
Mikey, you want to finish your thought?
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think what Tim Burton was trying to do, because this movie is based off of like 1950 Topps trading cards. Believe it or not. Yeah, and I think he was trying to make a B movie, an elevated B movie for some reason.
We have the same look. Me and Mikey, we have the same look.
It
on our
is.
face.
It really is. This movie is based
Like
off of
50s. I can see what's that one that they always talk about? The mutilant Martian, the Universal's crappies movies.
I don't know, but if you notice in the very beginning credits, it actually says based off of Topps trading cards.
Missed that.
In the very beginning of the title. So yeah.
Missed that.
So yeah, I've seen some of the cards and they look kind of just like the aliens. I think Tim Burton was really going for a B-list movie, just kind of elevated, like a celebrity kill 'em all. And that's basically what he had. The aliens themselves, I think, were meant to look real, but not realistically real. Like, you can tell that they're just totally, they don't fit in
like
the
all
scene.
CGI type.
Yeah. So I think that they were
I thought they looked as real as could be. I mean, I thought it was like one was standing right in front of me.
Exactly. But I love this movie. It's funny because of some of the weird things. Like, I love how the aliens trick them multiple times. Like, they go in front of Congress and he goes to pull out a ribbon. He pulls out a ribbon and he says, and then they translate, we come in peace, blah blah blah. And then he reaches in again and he goes and just lays them all out.
And then he kills the president.
No,
that was my favorite.
The Vegas one I thought was funny, where he's running with the translator, and they're like, "He's like, no, stop, don't run, we're friends."
Yeah,
he's killing them as they run by.
Oh,
I thought that was funny.
I love how they just came here to Earth just to F stuff up. They went bowling through the Isle of Wales. They went freaking changed the Mount Rushmore to the Mount
To
Ackmore.
them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
freaking it's hilarious.
Taj,
Just it's
Taj Mahal, move over.
yep.
Boom.
Oh, I like, and they took the Washington Monument and knocked it over, and then went behind it, and flipped it again to try to crush the Boy Scouts. It was freaking hilarious. I love
I
stuff like
love
that.
I love how the Jack Black in one of his first early roles is just like gung ho, like I'm gonna kill stuff, and then that happens, and then he just dies on national TV with both of his parents watching.
Yep, and they're like, "That didn't happen, did it?" It was a great death scene, though. I mean, he's the only
And the
one.
grandma's just like,
Oh, I love how after the aliens just destroyed Congress, she's like, "Ha, they blew up Congress." It was funny. But that's
it's a
And
funny.
they
It
let
is
Otho get a hold of the handbook.
funny.
That sucks.
yeah, yes,
They let
um,
Otho get a hold of the handbook. That's
yeah.
terrible.
Mikey, here's what you don't understand about this movie.
A
He's
lot.
funny.
It's funny. Yeah, no, not
But,
so much.
but that's my first impressions of it. Ratings, Steve. What would you rate this movie?
Oh man, this movie is so funny. This movie's solid 8 out of 10. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
8 out of 10. Mikey the Freak. How about you?
Star studded. You got the star really quick, Mikey. I take it back. You have the star studdedness, right?
Uh-huh.
You have the great Tim Burtonness, and you have Slim Whitman. I'm calling you.
Give it a 6.
Yeah,
No. You got it wrong.
It's a solid 6. No, I can't do it. I can't give it an 8. I just think I think that it's just so. It's so not even slapstick.
It's B movie. It's so B movie.
It's an idiotic, somewhat comedy. Like I give it, there are some funny parts. I mean, you do laugh on some of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
It is worth a watch the first time, but there's some people that just aren't gonna get it.
Yeah,
they're just not gonna understand it, and they're just gonna like, this is terrible movie.
And you know what?
It's not a bad movie.
Those people are morons. Uncultured swine.
But it's one of, I don't know. It's just one of those to where you can break the glass and kill the Martian, but yet you had to use Slim Whitman's song to blow its head up.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to use the same tropes in like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I mean, same thing.
Yeah, but
George
I did
Clooney,
like the fact
same thing.
When you look at the movie, you do think 50s sci-fi movie, like an old 50s, 40s, 50s type movie,
right down to the spaceship.
I really think, yeah, and I think that's what he was going for was that type of movie, but
you smell barbecue?
Modern, yeah.
Is it Vietnamese New Year? No, I gotta give it. I'll split it with you and give it a 7. I do like this movie, but it is a straight B movie. It's a B movie. I mean, even Tim Burton leaving in the non-special effect of when Martin Short gets his finger eaten off and breaks the animatronic mouth, the skin of the Lisa Marie, and she goes to put in another piece of gum. The mouth don't move, but when he takes off the mask, then the mouth moves because it's CGI. Did you even notice that?
No.
Oh, it's just small things like that. I think Tim Burton made the choice to make this a B movie, and if you go in thinking B movie,
if you go in thinking B movie and you don't get Jerry Seinfeld and Renee Zellweger, you're just going to be extremely dissatisfied.
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep talking about this animated film. We're talking about Mars Attacks.
Well, yes, yeah, I'm talking about what animated film are you talking about?
B movie.
Oh, B movie. Oh, Jesus Christ! That totally went over my head. I get you. Sorry. Man, straight 7.
Mikey always get it, but you
That's funny.
because I'm the slow one.
He does not watch as many movies as we
Yeah.
do. Trust me.
But yeah, I give it a
I've
7.
never even seen B movie.
I give it a 7. Split the difference.
Oh.
I think it's you got to go in thinking it's a B type movie. Um,
A B-rated movie.
yeah, B rated movie. I
I'm pretty
do.
sure it's PG
For
13.
bullshit. It's a B-rated movie for bullshit.
I do have some fun facts for this movie. The film's writers were not sure what the Martian should sound like, so in the script they used act, 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 act for all their lines instead of dialogue. This became their actual language in the future Mars Attacks merchandise and media. Excuse me. While the film was set in 1990s, the U.S. Uniforms, the Army's uniforms and equipment date from the 1950s when the films began parodying it in when films began parodying Mars movies. Um, in real life, Lisa Marie owns the television hostess Nathalia Lake's pet chihuahua. So there you
Oh,
go.
owned.
Owned. Yeah, owned. I'm sure it's
Owned.
also Johnny Depp turned down the role of reporter Jason Stone. But that's all I have for fun facts. Steve, what do we have for soundtrack? Act.
So you have Escape, the Pina Colada song by Rupert Holmes. You have Indian Love Call and I'm Casting My Lasso Towards the Sky by Slim Whitman. You have Champagne Fanfare. You have Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. And of course, you have It's
So
Not
unusual
Unusual
be
To be
loved
loved
by
by
Tom
anyone.
Jones. Be loved. Isn't this beautiful? It's so
You
nature's
want
still
to be
around
loved by anyone.
by anyone.
All right, Mikey.
And that's our sound check for Mars Attacks.
Mikey the Freak, what do we have for related reels? You got a bevy of actors to go for on this one.
For related reels.
There are way too many actors and actresses, so I just went with Pierce Brosnan. Of course, he did James Bond for a short stint of time for a couple movies. He was in Mamma Mia, which is a musical, and he was in the recent Black Adam.
Mamma Mia, here we go again.
I know. Jack Nicholson, Anger Management, funny movie.
Yeah.
The original
Woody
Batman,
Harrelson in
1989.
drag.
Was that?
Yeah,
I said Woody Harrelson in drag.
Oh, yeah.
Anger Management.
Management.
And then The Shining, which is a great horror movie with Jack Nicholson.
It is. There you
There
go.
it is. Gotta
There
say
it
The
is.
Shining. And Annette Bening, American Beauty, Captain Marvel, and The Great Outdoors, which was also one of our old podcasts.
Yes, I love the great outdoors.
Good movie.
You know what's in those, right, Chet? Lips and assholes.
Is that all you have for really?
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, I could go Michael J. Fox instead of Jessica Parker. It's funny because
DeVito.
if you watch our previous podcasts, all of those people have been on our original podcast.
80s and 90s. That's
Danny DeVito, Sarah Jessica Parker, Michael J. Fox, Jack Nicholson. We've done literally a movie with everyone in that cast.
except for maybe Tim Brown. So there you go.
Jim Brown?
Jim Brown.
Tim Brown?
What did I say? Tim Brown? God damn.
Tim
You
Brown?
know what? I'm just going to. All right, Steve,
just
where
Tim,
people can find you on your
Tim.
podcast.
And Pam
He's
Grier.
just Tim-
We didn't do Pam
Tim-
Grier because she was in a lot of
Tim
70s
Brown.
movies.
Yeah.
This is true. The last podcast you'd want, it's right up there in the corner. It's movies and stuff like that. Go check it out. Tip the field, try the staff. Thank you all for coming. If you didn't, better luck next time.
All right, guys, if you like this podcast, make sure you give us a good old thumb and hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you check out the Mod Squad Network. That is the sister channel of Back to the Retro Review, where we have a horror show, a wrestling show, a movie talk Monday, a gamer show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. All right, guys, that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, keep it retro, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.